us inside, and we struggled with their size around the basket, and then they were also able to make 10 threes. So thought Cincinnati played really well. I thought we struggled in a lot of areas, but the second half was better for us. We were able to take care of the ball a little better, you know, have a couple runs there that hopefully we can take as positives as we walk out of here.
How tough is college basketball now? New team every year, turning over a roster, trying to figure out what you have and what you don't have, and then all of a sudden the lights are on and it counts.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It is. It's not easy. You know, it's not easy. And I know Wes is trying to blend a lot of new guys, and he's got a really talented team. He's doing a good job with it. You know, for us, half of our team is new, and that's what it's like all over the country. And you got to figure that out. And I don't think any of us really know what we have until, like you said, the lights come on and we start trying to work through this. But it's a long season, and this is just the first one for us.
Do you take anything away from the fact it was kind of nip and tuck there if you're looking at just the second half?
Yeah.
And, you know, they kind of had to sub some guys in and then pulled away late. But if you're just looking at the second half score, there's some progress for your guys, I would think.
For sure. I thought we could take some positives away from that second half where we just, again, we took care of the ball better, didn't turn it over as easily, you know, showed some fight and some grit and defensively. You know, one thing for us is we out-rebounded them. So, you know, that was a good thing for us. We have 14 offensive rebounds, which has been an area of focus in the offseason. So there are definitely some things that we can take away. You know, we had some young guys that were in there and played pretty well. We got in foul trouble. And so I had to play some rotations that we haven't played really hardly even in practice. But that's part of getting out here and, you know, getting out here and figuring it out.
How hard is it to maybe prepare for a guy like Baba Miller, or how difficult is that to game plan for a guy with his size and he kind of moves like someone who should be a lot shorter?
Yeah, right. It's hard. Yeah, it's hard just from the size and the length and the way he moves. You know, I think he had about 5 inches on our guy that was guarding him, and that's not including, you know, his wingspan is probably a lot more than that. So we struggled. I mean, they were just running that zipper cut and just throwing it right into him. When we were trying to get around and take it away, you know, you give up the over the top, and when he gets it in there, you know, we were too small to guard him. But he was a load for us to try to defend, and I thought Theon too at the rim, and, you know, finishing some lobs at the rim as a, you know, on the pick and roll as a lob threat. You know, both those guys presented some problems for us.
And then Sean Abayo is a true freshman. Looks like he's possibly a high-powered offensive player. What did you see from him?
Yeah, I thought he was really confident tonight. He's an aggressive scorer, and I thought he just showed great confidence in trying to score both at the rim and you know, on the perimeter, kind of an inside-out deal. But again, he's a guy for us who was, you know, 6'8" at the three, and you know, his size was difficult for us as well.
When you're going through these basic preseason games to start the season to prepare for your conference schedule, how do you keep your guys focused on the bigger goal when you are taking ones like this on the road?
Well, yeah, it's not. I mean, you know, I've done this for a lot of years. This has, you know, been you know, a lot of these games that I've been involved in as a coach. So you're trying to play the best you can play, you know, and you're trying to ultimately go in there and win the game. That's what your focus is. And when it gets, you know, started to get out of hand early in the first half, and it just becomes, hey, we're just going to play the game, you know, play the game, try to get better every possession, just try to improve and use these as opportunities to get better. And we've got a lot of film to then show and you know, go back to work next week. And we got another good team to play on Saturday, so it doesn't get easier for us here early.
Stansberry had 23 points. How much confidence can that give both you, him, and the rest of the team to have such a good game against a team like Cincinnati?
Yeah, I mean, he's had a really good preseason for us, and he's certainly a guy that can, you know, score and be a really good player in our league. So, you know, hopefully he can take away some confidence. Hopefully Julian Samaro as well, who you know, kind of got it going a little bit in the second half. So I think that's really important.
Thank you, Coach.
All right,
Let's go.
thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.